exfoliate.
ClawdBot, Moltbot, or OpenClaw? What is it, what does it do, and why did it become an overnight success? Well, I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know, including how to use it and how to keep your data safe. OpenClaw, formerly known as Moltbot, formerly known as ClawdBot, is an AI assistant that was released at the end of January, and the hype has exploded since then. It's become one of the fastest growing repositories on GitHub thanks to its combination of open source transparency and DIY execution. So why is everybody talking about it right now? Well, for starters, the name changes have made it a hot topic online. OpenClaw was originally called ClawdBot until Anthropic sent a very polite email asking for a name change. And that led to a second name change from Moltbot to OpenClaw. The controversy only made the app more popular as more people learned about it and started to discover what it could do. The app is surprisingly easy to use since you communicate with Molty in a natural language using a messaging app like Telegram or WhatsApp. Unlike typical AI assistants where you have to prompt every step, Molty is able to use its long-term memory and figure out the steps to execute on its own. So this is how you need to run OpenClaw, and no, you do not need a Mac Mini to run OpenClaw. Before you go out and spend $700 buying a new machine, let me show you an option that is about 100 times cheaper than that. Okay, so the first thing for you to do is to go to hostinger.com/vps/Docker. Right here you can see all the applications that we currently support inside our Docker manager, but here we have a search bar where we can type OpenClaw, and you will see this one option. Just press on deploy and you will be redirected to the inner page of OpenClaw where you can read about it, find common use cases, key features and whatnot. On the right side of the page you can select the VPS plan that you want this OpenClaw to run on. In this case I will select KVM2. You see all the resources here, the price, and you only need to press on deploy. So once you press on deploy, you will be redirected to the cart where you can select the period. You also see this banner that says auto deploy OpenClaw, which means that after the purchase, OpenClaw will be automatically installed on your VPS. And also, as you can see, the server location is auto-picked for you based on your location. And also, since you're watching this video, you can use coupon code that gives you extra 10% off your purchase. So yeah, we can press on continue. After that, you only need to submit the payment and you're good to go. So after the purchase, you will be redirected to OpenClaw configuration page. This is where you can set your OpenClaw gateway token, your Anthropic or OpenAI API keys, and even your WhatsApp number. So in this case, what you actually need to do is to copy this OpenClaw gateway token and paste it somewhere safe, because you will need this code later on in the setup. After that, just enter your OpenAI API key or Anthropic API key, and if you have a local AI model, you can leave those fields empty. But in this case, I will paste the OpenAI API key, and also I will enter my phone number that is linked to the WhatsApp. And in this step, you can see that your project is being deployed banner, and as you can see, the OpenClaw is being created. It takes around 1 to 2 minutes, so you can probably make some coffee or whatever and just wait. Okay, so I see right now that the installation itself has finished, so you can press on this arrow right here, press on the ports. Here you need to paste the token and press on connect, and you will be redirected to your OpenClaw web UI. So let's try and ask something in the chat and let's see if it answers something or not. And as you can see, we get the answer, hey, I just came online, this is a fresh start. So that is working perfectly. And one more step for you to do is actually to configure your WhatsApp integration. So for that, what you need to do is go to channels. So yeah, if you enter the phone number in the configuration page, you will see it right here. But the next step for you to do is to press on Show QR code. And for that, you have to take your phone, open WhatsApp, and go to the settings page, link devices, and press on Link a device. Right? You will see a screen that trying to scan the QR code. So you scan it and press on Wait for scan. So this is the error that you get if you're scanning this for the first time. But don't be afraid, just go to Config config, press on update here, and if you go back to channels and refresh, you see that it's running and that it's connected. So if we go to the chats, we can find our own number and say hey or hello or whatever. And as you can see, we see that it's coming from WhatsApp, we see that it's typing, and also we see the same on the WhatsApp itself. So the OpenClaw just responded to me on WhatsApp, and you found me on WhatsApp now? Nice. So that's how you set up WhatsApp. It's pretty straightforward, you just need to know a few things. Yeah, that's it. Okay, now that you have OpenClaw installed on your Hostinger VPS, the question is what you can do with it. Here are some of my examples on what I've been using this on. Okay, so the first example is pretty simple. So imagine you watch a lot of movies, but you don't find what to watch next, right? So you can ask OpenClaw for suggestions, but the key difference here that it has persistent memory and context around you. So if you ask for the first time, he could suggest you something, then you rate it, and later it can learn about your watching style, what you like, what you don't, and basically suggest movies based on that. So that's a cool one. That's persistent memory in place. That's why it's better than other models, let's say. Okay, so let's move from personal life more to the professional one, and let's imagine a workflow where you know, maybe you're a YouTuber that does some research on some YouTubers. You can ask OpenClaw to, you know, spectate the YouTubers that you like, and then based on their new uploads, analyze the video, the transcript, the engagement, and if something pops up, then it shoots you a message saying that, hey, this video is maybe worth watching, and take some insights on that, right? So that's another use case where it could be proactive for you, do things for you in the background without you even noticing at all. And the last example, so imagine you're in a rush and you want to order some food. You can send a 20-second voice memo to OpenClaw to actually do it for you. So for example, say, order me the usual, I'm at my home, for example, right? And yeah, and the order will come up to your doorstep without any additional clicks on your phone. So that's pretty cool, in my opinion. And yeah, those were a few examples that I personally really like. So let's talk about OpenClaw hype versus reality. So while OpenClaw has earned 160,000 GitHub stars in just 1 week, and Mac Mini sales are spiking all over, but some users are starting to bring up very solid security concerns. For OpenClaw to work, you have to give a lot of access to your system and to the apps that you use it with. That means if Multi gets compromised, so do you. Yeah, I get it. Multi is cute, but it's still a machine, which makes it vulnerable to prompt injection attacks, malicious plugins, and much more. In fact, within days of OpenClaw launching, security researchers already found API keys and private credentials that had been locked online. This is why it's so important to be running OpenClaw on a private server or on a dedicated machine where you can control what kind of data it has access to. By deploying with Hostinger, you already get some critical safety measures, but considering how powerful the app is, I would recommend taking some time to harden your VPS. Only download OpenClaw directly from the official source. We have the link down in the description below. Through all the name changes, bad actors have bought and cloned old versions to the website, hiding malware behind outdated web pages, social handles, and logos. Always make sure you're downloading OpenClaw from the official GitHub repository and using the real website. Or better yet, deploy it directly through Hostinger's Docker catalog for the most secure version. For example, restrict VM policies and limit tool permissions, enable sandbox mode, and block dangerous commands. You can also check out the link in the description box for more on how to keep you and Multi secure online. And as always, be extra careful with your sensitive data. OpenClaw is showing us where AI agents are headed, with a little humor along the way. Let us know what you think. Does it live up to the hype? I'll see you next week to introduce you to more of the Docker catalog. See ya!